Here's another great tip for getting links from the Wikipedia articles. And that is to go into Google and do a search for this exact text, http colon wikipedia.org blah 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 /wiki/talk colon quote, and the whole thing needs to be in quotes like you see here. What that is this is going to list the pages that Google has indexed that are talk pages. And what a talk page is say you have an article like this, Chicago Lawn Chicago, which is a neighborhood in Chicago. There's a discussion page where people, our editors, are discussing the article itself and discussing changes maybe that they recommend making, or additions or deletions. If it's something that they don't feel confident going ahead and changing, they'll just put it in the talk page. Hopefully it'll be answered by another editor. These discussion pages get indexed by Google just the same as the article itself. Now, they don't get indexed quite as much, which is why you need to do this search in Google to find out which talk pages are actually in the Google index, because some of them are not. And then you add your keyword like dog, and that'll show you the Wikipedia talk pages related to your niche, dog, that are actually in the Google index. And then you can go in, and a lot of times you can drop your link into these discussion pages. And what you do is you go to the particular discussion page and you click edit and you add your own comment. And it could be something like, I found this blog that has a lot of information on different dog breeds. You could say, I'm kind of new to editing. Would this be a worthwhile source to quote in the Wikipedia article? If so, let me know and I'll go ahead and do the work. And then you put a link to your blog right in there. And what happens is, even if someone comes in and says, hey, now it's not really an authoritative source, don't link to it, a lot of times your link will still stay in the discussion page, in the talk page, and that'll be a link coming back to your site. Now, you're not going to get as much traffic that way. But this is more to get a trusted link from Wikipedia that Google sees to increase your search engine ranking. And the great thing about the talk pages is they don't get as much attention, especially if you do a search like this and you go in and there's not much discussion going on in the talk page. Then you know that that's one where even your question about, if you post it's sort of a fake question that you're posting, to say, hey, is this site a good site to link to? But it might not even get answered. It might not get answered for months. And so somebody might not even look at it for months. So it's a great way to get a link sort of under the radar in the form of a question about your site. Now, don't be spammy with this. You don't want to go around and once you use up that link in your talk page, obviously you can't go around to 10 other talk pages and say, hey, is this a good site? But this is where having multiple Wikipedia accounts comes in, because if you have a few different Wikipedia accounts and you know how to change your IP address, you could log in under each one and you could post different questions about your specific site in the user talk pages. And this brings up a general concept that's important to remember when you're doing these edits, especially if you're not editing and trying to get traffic. If you're just trying to get backlinks and it doesn't matter how much traffic you're really getting, the more obscure and weird the article is, and when you click on the view history, the less history of edits it has, the better. Like this one, you can see hardly anyone is coming here and editing. I mean, in all of 2010, they're not even coming once a month and looking at this page. These are the best pages to get links if you're using any of the techniques that I'm talking about in this video. Is the ones that aren't getting a lot of action and attention. The ones that, if you go in here and there's like edits every day or edits 3 times a month, there's editors crawling all over those pages. Don't waste your time trying to get a link there unless you're really looking for the traffic value. Go for these ones that are a little bit outside, off the beaten path.